YouTube, EMP's Boynet60 here, and it is time for probably the quickest deck box zone that I've ever made, ever. This is the Six Samurai deck that I have literally bought 3 o'clock, and it is 6, so this is about 3 hours worth of building. And I've actually got some pretty decent results out of the thing, and I do like it. I've done a fair share of play testing. I think I did one battle with it as a bone stock build, and like, okay, I'm bored now. Let's go with the bigger stuff, and I had a few other things, and actually this is the only version of the deck that I've built so far, and apparently I know more about Six Samurais than I thought, or they're that damn obvious, because this thing's actually been working halfway decent. Alright, so it, of course, is a Six Samurai deck, but I have skewed away from the synchros. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this one is only Exceeds, so that means there is no Shien synchro in here. Alright, so we're going to start off with Kageki. He came in super rare. He special summons stuff, and he combos very nastily with our new Shien down at the end here. Next up, MVP of the deck, Mr. Kaizen. Kaizen will special summon himself if there's another Six Samurai out on the field, and he's level 4, so you're obviously going to want to keep doing that. Sanji, my favorite out of the Six Samurai, actually. He's grown on me, I like him. Another face-up Six Samurai attacks a monster, that monster's automatically dead at the end of the battle phase. Very handy. 1800 attack, too. That's also very handy. And then we have Enshin, the legendary Six Samurai. I only got one of him. I really don't like his effect. I like his secondary effect, which would be the attack boost of 500 if there are 2 more other face-up Six Samurai monsters, but the banish 2 to bounce a card's not so much. Really don't like that, so I just kept him at 1. 2 Grandmaster. He is recycling my Kaizens like crazy, hopefully. 2 Iroh, just to have a couple more level 4s in here with decent attack. His effect comes in handy, too. 2 Yaichi and 2 Come On for face down, or face up, spell and trap hate. Just because this is a new deck. And I pretty much will just put 3 of the decks together, and there was no MST in this deck. And then I got 1 hand, probably the only thing that I might change. I might switch 1 Come On for another hand, or maybe, what's-her-face, the legendary Six Samurai, her with armor on. I just couldn't find him right now. And then we got 1 Great Shogun Shien in here, which I never get out on the field, but it's always nice to have him around for the 25 beat stick. Then spells, all the nice, lovely little search cards that we get. 2 Smoke Signals and a Roto. Kind of like the Super Smoke. It looks neat. And of course your draw power and your gate. And I'm running a dojo just because it helps. I only need to summon 3 and get Kageki. That's all it's being used for. Then we got Cunning, which I actually like swapping out stuff. And we got Warrior, Returning Alive, just to, once again, recycle my Kaizens. Very nice card. Traps, 2 Rivalry, as you can tell, pretty much all well, those are all monsters up there, all Warriors. And then, of course, the main one you're going for is Warrior, the secondary main one you're going for is Warrior, and the tertiary main one, it may not be, but long down the line there is another one that's a Warrior. Then we got the Counter Trap card that no one can pronounce. Well, I don't like to say no one, but no, honestly, I can't pronounce it, and I don't care! It comes in handy. 2 returns, because, once again, threw them together. I do have Spare Call the Haunted, but I do like the returns. 2 double-edged sword techniques, which are very handy. I very much will like that. 2 Six Samurais in the graveyard, special summon those targets face-up attack position. Then overlay. 1 Shien Scheme, just in case I had a handful. That hasn't really been coming too much in handy. And then 1 Six Style Dual Wield, which actually has been coming in handy, surprisingly enough. Because you end up spending a lot of resources getting our new Shien out on the field, and then you can use Dual Wield since he's the only one out there. Alright. Speaking of which, we're on the extra deck, and there is our new Shien. Hello, Mr. New Shien. You are very handy, actually. 2500 attack, 400 defense, which, by the way, sucks. I guess they're really trying to balance these things out. And they just raped his defense like crazy. funny, I believe this is his final form. It has 24. You lost 2,000 defense. Sorry. Very handy, detached material. Select one monster who does not have a 2,000, and then it becomes a 2,000. And by monster, I mean 6 samurai. So, Kageki is your main one that you want to target. While he's up on the field with Shien, he'll be 17, which means he's targetable through the effect, but once he's done, he'll be 35 because he gains 15 because there's another 6 samurai out on the field. He is horrible, that's why he's at 3. Alright, then we got the rank 3s around here. Tenten, Levier, 20, 17. None of those are warriors, so you don't really see me going for 3 that often. We got Maestro around. Photon Padipada. I know it's not that, but you know what? I don't care. Then we got Utopias. Utopia Ray. I still like him. Gem Knight Pearl and Shark Drake, which is possible in this deck. Quite possible, actually. So, that is about 3 hours worth of work. It was fun. It's not a horrible deck. It's not the best deck in the world. I never do claim my decks to be the best decks in the world, but they're fun, they're inventive, and they force me to think outside the box, especially because I've never built a 6 samurai deck before. Not really, not officially. Or at least I don't think I have. So, that was the deck box zone for this. Tune in next week. Later, YouTube.